too, because this episode is actually for the ladies on this one.
Okay.
Because they love you. They love you, man. They love you, man. You know I'm gonna tease you. Yes, sir. Because yes, I did see the pictures of AVN. I swear you took pictures with every freaking porn star in the game, my man.
I tried.
No doubt, man. So how was AVN, man? It was your first time going, right?
Yeah, this was my first time going. Um, it was different. Um, Not so much in terms of like going to conventions because it felt like any other convention, but it felt different in terms of the the crowd and the vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
The
hearing that a little bit because, like, years past, like, it was a little bit more censored, stricter, per se. I think what
Yeah,
people were trying to do.
yeah, because I feel like at conventions we weren't really that restricted. At the conventions we had a lot more freedom, like at Exotica and stuff with like semi
Yeah,
nudity.
yeah.
But out because I've seen pictures at AVN where old award AVN pictures were
Yeah, they
like
tits out.
titties
They heard
out,
that, they tits out. Yeah, yeah.
tits out. Girls was getting their boobies sucked. Like I've seen wild shit, so I'm expecting like, oh, this is what the industry is about. Like this is what I was expecting from the more upper, the upper echelon events. But then it wasn't like that. Now, when I went to XBiz Miami last year for the awards,
Hmm.
that that
I mean,
one was
that's
wild.
Miami, though. Miami shit here, they damn near nude anyway. So, but see, the thing of it was, of course, if people were paying attention, distributors be trying to become more family friendly, which is kind of an oxymoron for that of Vegas,
Yeah.
because Vegas is the least most family friendly place you could take a child of
Uh-huh.
any kind. So, and the fact that AVNs, which is probably the least most family friendly you could ever get in this lifetime, you know what I'm saying? It yeah, it like basically because they're trying to get more family friendly, it kind of quarreled what you would expect the AVNs to be. Because even to me, when I remember pictures and shit like that, man, motherfuckers get, man, the chick was getting fucked in in the line for the red carpet. Okay, it was that wild.
That's what I thought I was gonna end up seeing.
I just, but like I said, it's crazy how things are changing, how things being more censored. I heard about what's going on with YouTube and all this shit. It's like, damn,
Wait, with YouTube?
yeah, because now they demonetizing channels if they have too much cussing, for the most part.
If they have too much what?
Cursing, cuss words,
Cursing. Oh.
which I find so fucking funny because I guess you're gonna demonetize a whole lot of rappers.
Yes. Yes. You know what's so funny? I was just I was just talking about this topic with somebody before, and I was talking about how I'm trying to utilize, you know, YouTube
Yeah.
for another stream, another
Hmm.
revenue platform for me. And I was talking to Stay Ready and Kendra Cox of the Girls Gone Wireless movement, and I was explaining to them like the plan that I have is all the scenes that I shoot that are reality that
Hmm.
involve me acting and the intricate concepts and the cuts and the
Yeah.
dialogue. I post those parts to Pornhub, X
Hmm.
videos. You know, I I I also clip it and I put it on. I put the intro part, the acting part, on Instagram as a skit, and now I'm gonna put it on YouTube as a skit as well. I've done that recently with my number one fan video with Bacante Jenny, and that intro, that scene's been blowing up. It's good everywhere I put it, and I put it on YouTube. So it's on YouTube, and people are like, "You got to be careful. They'll take your page down for pornography." And I said, "Really?" Well, they're gonna
Oh no,
have to
I can
take
tell
down.
you. I'm gonna tell you the key to it. Do not post the pornography link. The smartest thing is you post. You might can get away with a link tree or
A
something
what?
of that nature. The link tree, like any of those sites, like
Oh,
Linktree,
see,
all
no,
my
that's not.
links.
See, that's already a given. That's a
Yeah,
given. You don't post your links there, because
yeah,
after I posted the Bacante Jenny video
yeah.
on YouTube, you have to make a preset description that always goes up whenever you upload a video. So it's always your links and stuff, like subscribe, you can find me, blah 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 blah. So I did that, and I put up my OnlyFans, I put up my Twitter, my Instagram, my Twitch, my YouTube, and a couple of other channels. And I got flagged for adult content, only on one link though, and that link was my Reddit link. And I was confused. I was like, well, my OnlyFans link, but then I realized, see, whenever I go into something, I always research.
Yeah,
I always research before I do anything.
yeah.
And I looked to see if there were other people on the platform of YouTube that were uploading like adult content. And I found them. There's a lot of people on there posted. So this is what going back to me talking to Kendra and them.
Yeah.
I told them that there's a dude that's on YouTube that does sex doll reviews, right? And he
Yeah.
fucks the sex dolls on his YouTube channel. And he didn't believe me until I showed him the video, and he's like, "No fucking." And I said, "Yes."
Hold on. I got one question to ask. What is his color?
Huh?
What color is he?
Of course he's of the fair skin.
Oh no, it's like the old joke. It's like the shit that was in the Dolomite movie that with Richard Pryor. I mean not Richard Pryor,
Eddie
Eddie
Murphy.
Murphy on Netflix where he said, look, you can say cock, you can say sucker, but you can't say cocksucker. There you go. And wait 1 second. Hello, people. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. Period. I'm just gonna forego all the long shit. You know what it is. Sponsored by excitebuddy.com, lsworld.com, motherfucking eroticismmagazine.com, as well as blusherotica.com. Me, Kevin Officer Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find me on mylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. Find me on the GW District Black Podcasting Network. Go to the link. Go get some shopping done. Go to shopgwdistrict.com. 5 days a week. Find me on Fully Swap Radio. Also check me out on SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com as well as the BGP LLC apps. Now I'm going to say his man's name without butchering this. This man here is one of the hottest male talents in the motherfucking game. And yes, you can call him LL Cool J because the ladies love this man. He is Artemixxx. Did I get it right?
Artemis. You right.
Artemis. There we go. See? So once again, we got him back on here. He done been here before. And like I said, this episode for the ladies, kind of the ladies like, when you gonna get some dudes up here? Well, there you go. Now y'all pussies can get wet, and you probably got wet within the 15 minutes. Now, anyway, so other than how, let's say, tamed AVN was, how much work you get done shoot wise versus going to tell me what went down for you down there at AVN.
Shoot wise, I whenever I go to events, I reach out to a lot of people, and obviously I know some aren't gonna come through, some are, but I had a pretty good, I'd say 10 spot. I had a pretty good 10 spot, solid.
That's
People
damn
was
good
coming.
though. But see, that's damn good for AVN though. That's damn
But
good
this
for
is the thing. It's good that I had 10 confirmed,
yeah.
but I ended up only leaving with 4 shoots.
Ah,
See?
ah.
And usually whenever I go to an event or whatever, and whatever number I usually set, somehow by the grace of God, all my shoots actually always go through. But this trip was different. But
Mm-hmm.
I understood. I didn't get upset when it happened because I understood what the problem was automatically. Because we just came from December where there was a massive influx of chlamydia. So going
Yeah.
into this, I already knew a lot of people were gonna cancel because of the issue, because a lot of them are obviously scared and whatnot. But then I also knew that because I was on the site before a lot of people, I knew that talent testing wasn't gonna be testing people the Monday like that Monday, the beginning of the convention. I knew they weren't because they were considering it a holiday. I knew that it was gonna be Tuesday. So I got up at 5 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday in Vegas, and I was the very first person to get
Mm-hmm.
talent tested AVN week. Very first
So
person.
you was on your shit. See, that what it was.
I'm
You was on
always,
your
but see,
shit.
that's the thing. I'm always on top of my shit. Always. Right behind me was my cousin and also new talent, Crimesy777. Shout out to him. You know, we the Divine Pipeline click, me, him, backpack. We doing this. This is our year. And then right after that was one of my really close friends in the industry, my brother Bones Montana 3X. He was right after us. You get what I'm saying? So that we were the first 3
They
in
do.
the building,
They do.
tested and ready because we knew it was coming. Then right behind us was Richard Mann,
Yeah.
and you feel me? We knew
Yeah.
what was going on.
Oh no,
So we
I
got
saw
tested.
the pictures of the line, dog. It looked like they was voting.
We
It
got
looked
in.
like they were voting.
We got in. We got out. We were like, by when we left the line, it was only about 5 people. Then when I started hitting up the girls I'm supposed to shoot with the following day, a lot of them said, "Oh, I'm in talent testing. I'm at talent testing now." I'm like, "All right, cool." She's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna be getting tested until 7 hours." I said, 7 hours? God damn. Seven
But see,
hours,
but see,
7 hour
this is why I
line.
don't get. I was it because motherfuckers won't going to accept a test that might have been, let's say, 3 days or 2 days? Because why would everybody fucking wait till they get to Vegas? Now, was it free if you took it in Vegas, or was it cheaper?
What, the swabs?
The TTS.
The it's TTS in Vegas is cheaper. TTS in the 3 main hubs are cheaper. If it's in LA, Miami, or Vegas, it's always going to be cheaper. The base price is 100. Well, for the gold panel, the base price is $155 compared to if here in New York, I pay I pay around $275 to get talent tested here in New York. So that's basically $300, $600 because I'm rounding, but basically $600 a month for me to be like tested regularly every 2 weeks. That's outlandish. But recently, last year, they took COVID off the panel, which dropped it back down. So now instead of it being 275, it's 225 here in New York and other states, right? The reason why it's 225 is because I have to pay the talent testing, I have to pay the expedition fee,
Yeah,
and then I also have to pay the draw fees
yeah.
from the third party establishment. So it's $225. It's two
Yep.
hundred twenty-five dollars. So whenever I do get the ability to go to one of the 3 main porn states, I talent test there instead of out here. Now, if I know that I have shoots the moment I land, then I'll take the blow and I'll pay for it out here. But if I know that I don't got shoots the moment I land, I'm getting tested in Vegas, Miami, or LA,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
it's
because
only it's only 155. But now with the swabs,
look, look, hold on. This how you know it done got real in this industry. When I was in the game, there was no swabbing. There was no swabbing. It was pee and blood. That was basically what it's about. Pee and blood. No swabbing. Now, interesting. It was like when I started seeing that shit come up on the timeline on Twitter, I said, wait a second. Swab what?
swab my butt,
Swab what?
swab my ass, swab my ass. But it it made it made sense. Like
Sense,
at
yeah,
first
yeah, but
I was like, I don't get fucked in the butt. So what's the point of me getting swabbed in my ass? But then people explained it. They was like, listen, because you can get chlamydia in your mouth now.
if a
So
girl eat your ass
yeah,
and
it's
she
over.
got
So now I'm like, all right, it makes sense now. So I'm like, all right, here I am in the bathroom, sticking this Q-tip up my ass, like shit bugged out. But
see,
do what you gotta do.
ever since COVID, Q-tips has now became the thing. Yes, ever since
Yes,
COVID.
Q-tips. But see, during the pandemic with COVID, there was a shortage in Q-tips. So not every place could get the Q-tips because there was so many people getting frequently tested for COVID out, not
Yeah,
just for porn, but for anything
yeah.
else.
Mm-hmm.
So, Q-tips became scarce, and a lot of establishments were telling us like we can't test you for COVID unless like you've been exposed or you have to pay for the Q-tips. It's
Yeah, yeah.
ridiculous. But all the talent testing facilities that were third party, they made you
Mm-hmm.
pay for the Q-tip swabs because they know that it's scarce. So we had to pay for those as well. But the moment that they removed COVID from the industry standard gold panel, the moment they
Mm-hmm.
removed it, the price went down because a lot of people don't have to pay for the swabs. They don't have to pay for the swabs at the third party, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And honestly, you could get a COVID test. You could get a COVID test anywhere, and they'll send you your
Yeah.
results. You don't have to do it through talent testing since it's not on the gold panel anymore.
I mean, to be honest with you, ever since, like for example,
I mean,
I
I
mean,
still do it.
COVID's still around. COVID's still fucking around. They just don't talk about it. That's just facts. I mean, they don't even mention it no more. It's as common as the common cold now. There you go. It's crazy. So shoot, but I mean, I'm pretty sure ladies were apprehensive because like that chlamydia shit popped off like crazy. So I knew that was going to affect a lot of shooting and even production going into the AVNs. Period. So shit, man, I ain't gonna front. You got four, goddamn it. Shit. And knowing you, there was probably four qualities. So who did you work with while you were there, man?
I predominantly got paid shoots for a company called Blush Erotica. Shout out to them. They are a great company. I love working with them.
Yeah,
Um,
they're our sponsor.
huh?
I said they're our sponsor. High Silver Photographer.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, they also have a site called Beaver VR, and well, it's not Beaver VR, it's Blush Erotica VR, but it spells out Beaver,
Yeah,
which I find
yeah.
cool. I love that.
And the way it's spelled too. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's very smooth. Um, and yeah, and they consistently shoot me,
Mhm.
and I'm
So
so
how did
grateful.
that VR work? I mean, is it because I've heard different things because I heard that you can't really move. It's just your dick and you can't say nothing. And these girls are going to town.
Let me just put it this way: the moment the first time Blush put me in a VR scene, right?
Yeah.
They was like, "This is what you got to do," and I knocked it out the park. I couldn't breathe. Because the camera is literally like this close to
Right
my
there.
face.
Yeah.
Um, I had to stay straight like I had to keep perfect posture the whole time, straight up, head slightly tilted. I get to look at the little viewfinder, and I have to like keep my hands behind my back so they can't see my hands, and I can't touch the female unless the female says in the video, "You can touch my hips," so then I can reach and touch.
Yeah.
It's and then you have to be in every position. Like usually, when
Yeah.
we shoot scenes, we're in each position for like 3 minutes, 4 minutes,
Mhm.
5 maybe, depending on who you're shooting for. But
Mhm.
Blush told me VR needs you to sit here for 6 to 7 minutes, just going, just going. They said if you could give us 5, that's great. I said, all right. I think the first time I gave him a full 6 minutes, and I'm just full 6 minutes, just keeping it up, just not breathing,
And
just
see, but see,
like
but see,
micro
but see, that
exhaling.
it takes that mental fortitude to pull off them type shits, man. Cause I'm so, bruh. And plus, for what I've seen that you have worked with Blush Rodica, yeah, bro. I must give you props. I must salute you, my brother. Because I heard the VRCs is something wonderful at the same time, terrible at the same time. Right? You're like, damn. So, oh my goodness. So, I mean, good. Well, shit, hell. So, so with the awards, did you go to the award ceremony?
Um, I went to the red carpet, and then I also I didn't go to. I did. I got my tickets. I was in the mezzanine. I didn't stay long. I didn't stay
Mm-hmm.
long because it sounds wild, but I knew deep down inside, like of course I supported like my friends that made it onto the nomination list, but I just deep down I knew
Yeah.
some fuckery was gonna happen.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. People don't be paying attention to fuckery. They really don't. But
Yeah, I knew some fuckery was coming.
so
So I mean,
shit.
I stayed for a little while, and then I headed on out. And I'm in Vegas. I'm gonna go
Mm,
chill with my bros. I'm gonna do some shit that I haven't done before. I mean, I've already experienced the awards so far. I've already experienced the expo. Now I need to experience Vegas on my fun time because I never really
yeah,
get a chance to spend time in these places that I travel for work. So, you know, linked up with my boy
yeah,
Bones,
man.
and
Cause
we went
shit,
out to
man.
eat, all that. We had fun.
Yeah, man. Because see, I never been to Vegas. I know when I go, I'm gonna have a ball. Cause it's not often that you get to go to places, you get to travel, you get to see different things, experience America, shit, hell, experience the world. You be able to go overseas, you know. And it's like with you, from watching you from the first time I talked to you, just like man, your shit is like growing in leaps and bounds. It's like every time I look up, it's just a new chick, new scene, new this. I mean, you be putting in work, man. It's like serious business. So, have your paid gigs picked up, and as well as requests for content, like working with people and stuff like that.
Has it picked up? Um, Paid shoots have picked up. Paid
Hmm.
shoots have picked up. Requests for collabs.
Hmm.
It's it's still it's still I'd say like in the middle.
Yeah.
I still have to reach out to people, and sometimes people reach out to me. I
Hmm.
locked my DMs for a while, so nobody could reach out to me from November to December. I locked my DMs, uh, and I basically said like, "Yo, if you want to collab with me, you gotta be mutual friends with me to
Hmm.
inbox me. So if we're mutually following each other, then you can inbox me with no problem. But other than that, you know,
Yeah,
my
cause
inbox wasn't open, And
Yeah,
now
because
coming into the new year, I've I'm my plan for this year is to pretty much stay local
hmm
in New York. If I'm leaving the states, it's because I'm getting paid shoots out of the
hmm
state. So you know that's why I'll leave. That's why if I'm leaving the state this year. Will I be doing conventions this year? Not as much as I did last year. Like I will be at XBiz Miami and I will be at New Jersey Exotica, but everything else in between, you really won't see me at. And
hmm
like I said, unless I'm getting paid shoots, then I will definitely be at that event if I
hmm
know that I'm getting paid shoots. Because now it's a matter of not experiencing the conventions and the events, but is it worth me going to the conventions and the events?
yeah.
So if I'm making back the money that I put forth to go to these places, then yes, I'll definitely go. So I'm not going if I don't have paid
And
shoot.
that's the kicker. And that's the kicker right there that people don't take into account. The money that's
Yep.
spent to go to these shits. Because it costs a pretty penny. And we talking about going to Vegas. That's
Yeah.
that's that's not cheap. Period.
Yeah. Like I
So
loved it. Like trust me, don't get me wrong. I loved going. I loved the experiences. But now that I've experienced it,
yeah.
now it's like I'll go if this that and the third. I'll go if I know that these shoots are gonna fall through like they're supposed to. I'll go. If there's a collab that I really want to participate, I really want to shoot with, I'm gonna be there. But I also still need those paid shoots. And it also comes into a factor that this year
Mm-hmm.
some people may say that it's a bad move, but honestly, I don't really care at this point. I'm not reaching out to people to collab
yeah.
anymore. Like this year,
Now I'm
I'm
gonna
not.
tell you what's so funny. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you what's funny. You've been saying that a lot. Of girls been saying that. Please break down to people why you feel that way. Because it's
Oh,
like now hold before you speak. I understand where you're coming from because to me, the bigger you get, that circle becomes smaller. That circle becomes smaller because now it's about I can do more for you than you can do for me. You get what I'm saying?
well, well, it's more for me. It's not what you could do for me. It's not about clout for me. It's not about how big your platform is. It's more a factor of if I find you interesting and I find that you have a specific look that I would like to collaborate with because I have a specific idea in mind, I would reach out to you and ask you to work. See, if I'm reaching out to you, I'm not coming to you. If I'm reaching out to somebody, I'm not coming to them with literally just, hey, let's do gonzo shoots. We just gonna go in, we're gonna fuck. No, if I'm reaching out to you, I have a concept and a plan in mind that I would like that would look great for both of us.
Mm-hmm.
But 9 times out of 10, I will hit the person up. They will never see the like woo, like
Yeah.
they'll never see the message.
So true. They do
Never
not
see
check.
the
They
message.
don't. They'll never check the DM. It's just
They'll
like
look.
no.
They'll look at the message.
Yeah, but
Never
not
say
read it.
anything. They'll block me,
Oh God.
or they'll unfollow me, or they'll restrict me from being able to write them. But it's so funny because the same people that leave me unseen, or um, or restrict my messages from writing them, or not block me, but unfollow me, end up following me down the line, and then
Yeah.
asking me to shoot, and like there was literally one person that was like, "Hey, we should totally shoot,"
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Oh, really? No, 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 no. I'm sorry. It wasn't that we should shoot. It was how come this is mind you, this is public. How come I didn't know that you were gonna be at the event the same time I was gonna be at the event?" And my response publicly was, "Well, I've been inboxing you."
like I said again, they do not check their DMs. for shit. Because
now,
it's
me being who I am, I'm a man. I'm a man of rationality and probability. So I always factor in all the probabilities and causalities of why people don't write back or look at the messages. So when girls be like, they finally do inbox me back and they be like, oh my God, I'm just seeing this. I tell them, hey, relax. It's cool. I totally understand because I go through the same thing. I get inboxes and they get flooded and messages that I was supposed to read end up all the way at the bottom of the line because all these other new messages. So I understand that your inboxes can get drowned with messages and you overlook something. So I'm not mad at it. But when it's like years past, because I follow the two hit up rule.
yeah,
The two hit up
yeah,
rule.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
very rare that I do the third. Very rare. But I do the two hit up rule. I send my initial message, and introducing myself. Hey, I would like to work with you. Initial outreach, right? I'll wait. Nothing comes. Months. So then my second outreach is, hey, I'm just following up about my initial outreach, wondering if you would be interested. Now, that's two messages. That brings it back up to the top of the messages.
Yeah.
And
She gets
I did it months
notification.
later. I did it months later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So she
we've
can't
been
say you get
interacting.
on
We've been
nerves.
interacting.
Hold on. Let's make this clear. He did it a month later to make sure that she cannot say, you getting on my nerves, you messing me too much.
Yeah, because when people, that's another one. When people keep hitting people up, and then they be like, "Oh, you're badgering me. You're in my inbox. You're constantly talking to my inbox." Nah, nigga. For me, it's literally just two. So nobody can ever be like, "Oh, he's always in my inbox." Nah, I hit you up twice. That's it. Two's the limit. And like I said, it's rare if I do three. Three is literally only if you agreed to shooting with me, and now I have to like remind you, like, hey, you agreed, like, are we still on? But other than that, it's not going past two hit-ups.
No, because the point being is to me, I have what I call business ethics that I would not break for anybody, and things that I consider professional. If I hit you up, I should get a hit back in 24 hours. That's how I was taught, that I was raised in this business. You know what I'm saying? Told by a manager and people that been in the business and make millions off the shit. You know what I'm saying? And when a person don't hit you back within 24 hours, the dude told me, he was like, but that means you're not important. If you're not important, then he don't need to be important, or she don't need to be important, because at the end of the day, you contacting them for business. It's that's the whole purpose of why you hitting them. Even to the email that we send them, period. Trust me, we don't send you email talking about some, I like to eat your pussy out this motherfucker. Can we film and shit? You know
Yo,
what I'm saying?
I've seen dudes inbox girls just like that. Like, yo, I want,
Actually,
like,
that's stupid
yo,
shit.
y'all niggas is wild. I've had, like I said, I put it to you this way. I said it, I mean it. I'm not hitting people up to collab this year. And if you really want to work with me, you can hit me up.
Basically.
That's it. It's not about what you could do for me. It's not about if your platform helps my platform grow. It's if you want to work with me, you will reach out to me.
Now, ladies,
because
you
I've
heard
had
this
people
man say it.
because I'm oblivious to when I'm being flirted with.
Me too.
Like I don't
man.
realize it. I don't realize it until somebody says, I've been like flirting with you, and I'm just like, oh shit. So now that you understand that I am oblivious, I tell people this all the time. I literally was just in a space with Cinnamon Love in them and Ebony Mystique, and I had to explain to them like, yo, like I've been diagnosed with ADHD since I was in elementary school. So I easily forget things because my attention span. So if you're flirting with me, I'm super oblivious to it. Like I don't realize it. I don't
Oh,
realize it.
so
And
I'm like that too to a certain extent. It's like they literally had to give me like red. They had to put red flags and they're like, wait, hey, look, look. No, trust me, no. One time during the shoot, no bullshit. She there with her pimp, daddy, husband, whatever the fuck it was. And she was like, damn, you won't touch my butt. What's wrong? What's wrong? I'm like, I know it was cool or not. I'm just saying. I'm, I'm, I'm not thinking about that right there. I'm too focused on trying to figure out what this scene is gonna be, what we gonna do, this, that, and third, period. Because sometimes we not looking for it, and I think that what females don't understand. Not every dude is out there looking to get some pussy or to holler at a chick or this, that, and the third. Some of them are just there just to chill, relax. If it happens, it happens, or what have you. Period. And two, also we also trying to be gentlemen. We don't want to push up and make a female feel uncomfortable.
of course,
So yeah, but you gotta give us a little sign here. We need a green light here. We can't. We're not gonna jump ourselves out that motherfucker and look like a fool.
yeah, I have no shame in my game. If I do start to feel like it, I'll be like, hey, are you flirting with me? Like I'll ask it just like that, and then if they be like no, then I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I was I was just misreading it, you know. I just wanted to be sure that this wasn't you flirting with me or something. I'll ask because some girls just naturally seem flirtatious, but it's not always the case. But in my case, the majority of the time, I'm just like, oh shit, you were flirting with me. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it. Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, it's like I said, you know, if you want to work with me, you will hit me up now because I've had people like saying like, yo, I've been wanting to work with you for the longest, and I'm just like, well, why haven't you said anything? And it was like I was waiting for you to hit me up.
Look, I ain't even gonna lie. That is not even a compliment. I wish people wouldn't even say that shit. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. No, I had one time a chick tweeted out, I would love to do an old man peeping Tom scene with Big Country. I hit up and said, what's up? Never heard from her. I'm like, what the fuck you tweeting shit for? I'm just saying. it's serious shit like that, period.
Yeah.
It's like some
It's
people
just
sometimes I think
yeah, to me it's just wild when they do it directly. When they be like, I've been trying to work with you for XYZ. And I'm just like, well, how come you haven't hit me up? And then their response is usually, I was waiting for you to say something. And I'm just like, why does that have to be the case? Like people have to like I don't think a lot of ladies understand or realize how traumatic it is for men to try and slide into your inbox to work with y'all.
yes, yes, unpack that, my brother. Please break that down to the people. Break that down to the ladies. Please let the ladies know
You
what you're
have
saying.
to you have to understand it's somebody you see like first things first, you got to understand that we are online and a lot of things get lost in translation online. And when I say lost in translation, I'm talking about the fact that yes, we use emojis and explanation points and punctuation points to define what type of energy we're giving in a sentence via text messages and posts and whatnot. But at the same time, sometimes we can't really portray the feelings that we give through text. And when I say this, the reason I'm saying this is because we put on these personas for our fans. We have to put on a public face. So when you see these messages like me being like, "Oh, I'm horny right now," or "I'm sitting in my bed stroking my dick," my dick mad big, all of these posts making us seem like we are something that we're not. sometimes. We have to give that character for our fans to keep, some girls like confident men, and then they see stuff like that on their page. Oh, he's confident. But truthfully, I'm not that confident of a person. I'm very shy. And 9 times out of 10, us dudes that are putting out the persona online so our fans can, keep coming back for that, we're shy. And me personally, I'm afraid of rejection. And it hurts. Obviously, rejection hurts. But you take it with the grain of salt that it is, and you move forward. So if I see somebody that I want to work with, and I feel like, oh, well, this person might reject me, it doesn't cost anything for me to just not hit the person up.
Bingo. Yes, I agree with that. That's how I feel too.
You can say, like I said, we could be flirting in our comments the whole time. I've had this happen. Flirted in the comments with a creator the whole time. I'm sorry. Let me not disrespect her and call her creator. She was a talent. Flirting with this talent in the comments the whole time, right? Back and forth. Then finally decided, you know what? I feel like we have a rapport together. I should totally inbox her and try and work with her now. So I inboxed her. Came in, and instead of coming in like I already knew her, I came in professionally like I do with everybody. I came in professionally. I said, hey, so, my name is Artemixxx, this, that, and the third. And she's just like, oh, like, basically, she didn't remember who the hell I was.
No, you did a switch up. She didn't know how to handle it. She's like, what? Wait a second. Huh?
And I'm just like, we were mutual followers. We've been following each other for a while. We were talking to each other through comments and stuff. So I thought that, hey, would you like to collab? Now, we ended up collabing, but at the same time, she didn't realize who I was while we were inboxing. So I'm like,
is
shit like that. Like shit like that makes me hesitant.
Some of the craziest shit I ever heard of a female told me, said that she wanted to work with me, even offered to pay the TTS, which I knew she was full of shit when she said this one statement. I said, have you ever seen in my content? Seen my work? Because she was asking what kind of camera we had, lighting, and all that. I said, well, you can kind of tell that if you look at, have you seen my scene? Oh, I don't look at porn.
So then what?
Yeah. See, people, now you see what we deal with. Now you see what we deal with.
What?
I told you. I can tell you some of the dumbest questions I ever got from a female. And I'm sorry, no, number one will always be, will anybody see this in Durham, in our hometown? I said, babe, do you understand what WWW means at the front of the
That's the World Wide Web, shorty. Shorty. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the one thing of it. Don't get it twisted. I mean, sorry, ladies. There's many of y'all are smart, brilliant, highly intelligent, great business women, but
some are oblivious.
Some of y'all
are oblivious.
You need a manager. You need guidance. No lie. No
some do. I recently. I'm gonna be very, very picky about the people that I shoot with this year. If they inbox me, because mind you, like I said, I'm not hitting nobody up. But if they inbox me, the consideration of me working with them has to be, I see potential in the collaboration. Mm-hmm. And the other factor is if they be like, well, XYZ referred me to you, then I'll be like, yes, we can do the collab. That's a good source. I like, that's your referral. I definitely will work with you. We'll figure something out. But the randos, Miss Danny just posted. Miss Danny 2X just posted a post on Twitter, and it was basically like how she finds it weird how creators want to work with her, finally get to work with her, and then they're on set fumbling the camera. You fumbling the camera, it's like she's
But see,
like you like they were basically just there to fuck her.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I keep saying this to anybody that's in this business. I've done this shit for 15 years. Iron sharpens motherfucking iron.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to a certain level, the word content creator shouldn't even be in your fucking vocabulary. You shouldn't even be working with one. I don't give a fuck if you trying to bring, unless you're gonna bring that motherfucker under you and you're running the show and you're grooming it. No, because it's too much risk, especially now. We swabbing in the ass, the mouth, the nose, the
Well,
armpit.
yeah, but yeah, she said like like if you really like you were here to be professional and you fumbling with the camera right now, you know, basically like you should if you really just came here to fuck me, then you should have just paid me to fuck me and not paid to shoot, like, come to shoot with me. Like that's what you should have did. And I said in the comments, because I was like, yo, it's crazy because they really be trying us, because I just had pretty much the same interaction with somebody via Pornhub. Another Pornhub model, well, a model on Pornhub or whatever, inboxed me and said, "Hey, I want to collab with you." I said, "All right, cool. I definitely appreciate you, interested in my brand. We can arrange something." So they go, "Here's my phone number." I said, "Okay." Texted them. First thing first, I'm like, "Yo, this is Artemis, XYZ." Oh, they said where they're based at. I said, "All right, cool. Let's do this. Let's plan out what we're going to do, basically." And it got to a point where, I said, "Well, what plan?" Like, they were like, they sent me a picture out of nowhere. So I was like, "Okay, cool." Then goes, "Oh, could you send me a picture of your body and face?" So this is why I have throwaway pictures. Pictures that I just like, all right, cool. Here's a picture of my body and my face. I have this one picture of me with a yellow shirt. It's half open. You can see my chest. You can see my dick, how big it is. You can see my face perfectly. And my watermark is faded across, so slightly faded that it's barely noticeable, but it's across my chest, like
Hold on, hold
across
on.
the whole
I like.
picture.
Hold on. I like the way he said throwaway pictures. People don't only real business motherfuckers understand that term. But continue.
Yeah, those throwaway pictures are pictures that when people be like, "Oh, let me see something, or let me see what this is, let me see what this is." All right, cool. Boom, here it is. You don't know the person from a hole in the wall. Here's the picture. Your watermark is already in it, so they don't even notice it. They see it. They see what they want to see of you. All right, cool. And if they try to steal it and use it elsewhere, if the person is fake, your watermark is blatantly in it. So people will see the watermark, as well as the picture is already all over the internet. So everybody can already see it. So here, boom. Because obviously, if you don't know what my face, my body, my dick look like, and you're following me on Pornhub, it makes no sense for me to be sending you this picture. So I'm going to send you a throwaway picture. So I sent my throwaway. Now, after she done sent the throwaway or whatever, she's like, "Oh, you're so sexy and handsome." I'm like, "Thank you." And then goes, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Yes. Yes, I am single." She goes, "Oh, okay, cool. So then I'm like, all right, this is going from business and collabing to like a little bit more personal. So then I brought it back up and I said, what platforms do you distribute your content? Oh, I distribute my content on OnlyFans and Pornhub, and I distribute them individually as well. I said, all right, cool. Thank you. After she told me that, and I said, all right, cool, she decided to give me all her accolades. She sent me all these screenshots of cash apps for $400, $300, all of these shit. She's like, I sell my scenes for $100 to $400, and I make like $100 per view on Pornhub, and I'm just like, why are you like throwing your accolades at me right now?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't ask for all of that, but okay, it's good to know how you distribute your work. So I'm like, all right, I explained how I distribute my work. So I was like, I use 7 specific sites, and these are the sites that I use, XYZ. This is how I utilize them. So you understand what's going on these sites when you work with me, and blah, 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 blah. And I said, what day are you available? Then I said, I'll have my camera crew ready. Oh, your camera crew, how many people is your camera crew? I was like, it'll be two cameramen. One will be a photographer for stills, and the other one will be for video. If one can't make it, then I'll cover the stills. Like, she's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, so we're gonna do that. This is what we're gonna do, XYZ, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, she's like, oh, on my Pornhub for some reason, I can't sell my videos because they said something about I don't have my ex-husband's ID. I said, that's like the number one thing you need to understand. If you don't have IDs, I say, yo, and instead of me just blatantly saying that to her, I say, yo, this is what I'm gonna need from you when we shoot. I'm gonna need your ID, front, back, a picture of you holding it. I'm gonna need you to sign my release form, my 2257 form, and like, you feel me? And I'm gonna need you to like do this video where you're consenting to shoot with me. She goes, oh, why do I need to do all of that? I said, oh yeah. She's like, I've been doing this for 7 years. I was like, obviously you're not doing it the right way.
See, so people can understand why all this had to be done because see, you ain't the only person that done this. Chi Boy used to do the same thing because you have females who sit there and say that they were under influence, they were pushed to sign um, the paperwork, they signed it under duress, all this shit. So you got to have all this in place, kinda, to cover your ass because still we're in America where they believe the woman more so than the man. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah. And I said, yo, look, because she started explaining like, oh, I like my content authentic. It's just me running around. I find big dicks and I take the big dicks and then like document my adventures. That's what I want. I want genuine. I don't want to fake nothing. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, all of this is unnecessary. So I said to her, I was like, yo, listen, all that's fine and dandy. At the end of the day, what I need is for you to agree to everything that I'm saying right now, like the things that I need from you. And when you if you're agreeing to those, then we can still shoot. But other than that, like the day of, you'll have to sign these papers, do about XYZ, and then we can get down to we could get down to the shooting part. But the business has to be handled first.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, it's good to know how you guys do it, but I feel like because I am my own business, whatever agreement that I come to is the agreement that way. I'm like, that's not how it works. We all as performers have the same exact agreements. The only difference that comes in our agreements is if you're giving all the rights to one person. Those are the only real differences. Some people have STD clauses in their paperwork as well. But other than that, we all have the same exact paperwork.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What you
for
finna
you,
say, man?
whatever you're saying right now, like it clearly shows me that you're like not professional. Like and you don't know what the hell
But
you're
see,
talking about.
when you have ladies like Ziggy Azalea, but not knocking the hustle, what have you. You have celebrities that jump in and make a shitload of money. What people don't understand is a celebrity is not a porn star. Because she's not a porn star, she's considered a civilian, which means that if she can do it, I can do it too. And like I said, the more saturated something becomes, trust me, everything becomes cheapened, including the quality, not just the quality of work, but just the quality of the individuals that's walking into the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Period. Because now because of the cell phone, anybody can do it.
Yeah.
And this is not a business where anybody should be doing it. I'm sorry, I'm old school like that. Fuck that. You need to be groomed. The game is
Yes.
to be sold, not told, goddammit.
It's true. It's true. I definitely believe it. I definitely believe it because dudes, not everybody belongs in this industry,
Yeah.
and there it comes down to like the people that do end up getting in the industry and they made their way in, and then they show their true colors to be like abusers and
Mm.
like assault and whatnot, and then it's like, damn, well, how the hell did this nigga get this far into the industry for him to be solidified that his platform can't be, like his platforms and his fan base can't be what's the word I'm looking for?
See, I'm gonna
Devalued
no,
after
no,
he's done so
I'm gonna
well.
tell you how he gets on. The women validate him. See, understand, and it's nothing against all male talent. We are the side dish. The only reason why motherfuckers know you because you fuck the bitches that everybody wanted to see. That is facts. That is it. From Wesley Pipes, Prince Joshua, if they was fucking Becky Sue, you didn't know that bitch, you wouldn't know who the fuck it was. But because he fucked the right bitches and enough of them, and that name came up, you know who he is.
Mm-hmm.
That's facts. Because our
Yeah.
bones is made off of the bitches that we fuck.
Yeah.
Period. Because when they come see you, they want to see, okay, who did he fuck this week? You know what I'm saying? So that's where our game is made from. That's where our money is made from. Period. So when these chicks validate a dude, it makes other chicks want to fuck him too. You see it? Keep it 100. Keep it 100.
Yeah.
Females pick it back off each other quick. Trust me. They start calling him daddy. Daddy, I miss that dick in my mouth, in my pussy. Girls be taking notes like, let
I'll
me put
shoot
it
with
down on
that.
my list. Yeah, yeah. Because if girls don't want to admit it, number one, would I fuck his ass off camera if it was a possibility? Us, it's can we make money off this bitch? Second is, yeah, would I fuck this bitch off camera? First is money though. Can I make money with this motherfucker? Can you get what I need? But that's what it comes down to. And when you got females validating a terrible male talent or a male talent that is not moving in the right way, and I've seen it, because I don't want to give no names, but trust me, there's been many male talent that got validated. Them motherfuckers came up dirt, had fake tests and everything.
Oh
But
yes, trust me. I already listen. I already know who you're talking about.
yeah, yeah. So, and he was validated like a motherfucker. Validated. That's why I said females validate these niggas. That's why a lot of times I said, no, you can't pick a motherfucker based off of I just want to fuck him or I will fuck him, because it will fuck you.
Yeah, in the long run.
Especially nowadays. Shit, you're gonna be swabbing twice. You're gonna be swabbing because you got to re-swab. Actually, you fuck around nowadays, goddamn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So man, look, I didn't hear what you want on here. 'Cause I know you a busy man out this piece, man. See, this is why I like talking to this dude. He be giving some fucking knowledge, dropping knowledge. See, that was about on the Smokers Lounge. So with that being said, sir, can you tell everybody where they can spend their good hard-earned money on you, these ladies and these gents?
Well, you already know what it is. It's your boy, the Artemixxx XXX. You can find me, man. Listen, theartemisxxxworld.com. That's where all my links is at. TheArtemixxx world WORLD.com. You can find me there. You can find me on Twitter at same theartemisxxx with a 2 at the end. Oh, once I hit 15K on this new Twitter page, I'm changing it. I'm changing it
Ooh,
from the Artemis too. So
okay.
yeah, I'm gonna switch the names around with my backup page,
Hmm.
but it's gonna be the Artemis XXX VIP. But right now, it's the Artemis XXX2. That's my main page.
Yeah,
So y'all can
most
find me
definitely.
on those platforms. And yeah, that's it. Shout out to Bobby at the Smokers Lounge.
Yeah, see, people, I told you, I bring it to you, not only for the fellas, but also for the ladies. Y'all welcome. You can thank me later, as you can thank me by actually spending that good $4.99 a month to go to the Premium Smoke Room, where the best smoke is always premium. 7 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. It gets more wild, it gets more unpredictable. Titties come out, popsicles get sucked on. And it's only on Spotify. Yes, they do video on Spotify now, people,
Oh shit.
surprisingly, just like YouTube. Yes, they do. So you can watch the video only on Spotify, and you have to subscribe at anchor.fm/ smoke this over spelled OVA / subscribe. And you watch it on your Spotify account. So with that being said, yo, Artemixxx, thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know how we end this shit every day, all day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to the people, Mike.
Later. Later, guys.